Hi everyone, this is Tammy, owner of Worthyworthitpriceless, and today's podcast is titled "It's Already Here." Um, I always like getting packages. When I do get the packages, I make sure that I track them, and I love tracking packages. I get every notification. If I don't get the notifications due to their networks or whatever, I always check it like all the time. I love. It's weird, but either way. So if you follow me on any social media, you know that I just got my media kit completed by my graphic designer, Lish Design. Is no S on it, but that's what the company's name is. And so I was so happy because I can actually just send that out, and basically people will know about my company without me having to go through the whole thing and all the other stuff. It has all my information all on one page. So I have it planned out that I'll be sending out my first media kit with, t-shirts, pillows, all that good stuff. So I was so excited because it was actually supposed to come today. Today's date is August 7th. If you're not listening to this on this date. So either way, so I was so happy. It was like, okay, so I'm finally going to get my package today. And oddly enough, what happened is I'm getting it through Vistaprint, and it was going from UPS, shipping from UPS, and then was going to the local post office. It's called a UPS Sure Post. So that's basically a little background. So I'm doing the tracking. While I'm doing the tracking, all of a sudden it says that it transferred over to the post office, but there was no other tracking information. And like I said, I've been tracking my stuff for years, so I know how this whole thing works. Usually, after they send it to the post office, you'll still get notifications like once it's scanned in, once it's out for delivery. But something weird happened, like there was no other notifications. So I was like, I wasn't really like too weirded out about it because that happens a lot. So I was like, well, maybe they didn't, scan it or whatever. But I was eagerly awaiting getting the mail. So the mailman comes, and lo and behold, there's no package. I get in contact with Vistaprint, and I set up a chat with them, and I'm like, can you give me the tracking information for my package? But I need the tracking number for the post office because there's two different tracking numbers. And so they gave me the tracking information, but they also stated that there was no information on the post office side. Like basically, when I checked it, it stated that there was no information. Like they didn't get the package. On UPS's, it said that they gave it to the post office. So I'm like, okay. They said that if I didn't receive anything by the 10th, then contact them back and then they'll reissue a reorder. Now, mind you, like I stated earlier, Thursday I'm supposed to be in my mind. Like I'm supposed to be sending out my information towards, to people so they really know about the company and try to get some promotional up. So I'm like, okay, now this is going to put me behind. So there was nothing else that I can do, so I went on about my day. There was a knock on the door. And me and Vea, we don't have company, so I'm like, who is knocking on the door? I look outside, and I see that there's a little girl. So I was like, well, maybe she's selling something. Not even realizing that it's summertime, and more than likely she's probably not selling anything, but you're in the moment. So I opened the door, and lo and behold, in her hand, there's a Vistaprint package, basically. And she was like, I think I got your mail. Is this your name? And all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is my package. Thank you so much. The funny thing about it is, I was looking for a package that was already here. It just wasn't delivered to my house as of yet. Now, if you look at it in a more basically spiritual or inspirational way, think about UPS making the promise, like God made a promise to you. I was promised that the package would be here today. It was delivered, it just was delivered to the wrong house. Now, God doesn't deliver things to the wrong house, but He's going to do what He said He was going to do. It may not be on the time that we want it to be on, but what He's doing is already here. Like, you don't have to go to customer service or anything, or, file a dispute or a complaint. It's already here. We just have to have the patience and to wait on the Lord. And I understand that while you're waiting, it is hard. And that's when the devil will bother you so much, because you're waiting and he knows that it hasn't manifested as of yet. But it's going to manifest, but he wants you to give up before it manifests. And so I'm here to tell you, don't give up. Don't give up. It's going to happen. It may not be on our timetable. Lord knows it's never on our timetable. But but God knows what He's doing, and it's going to happen at the right time. And just imagine if it was something else other than a package that I basically had to wait on. Just say if it was something else and I actually took it upon myself to basically make an outcome happen. I would have messed myself up. Just say if I would have ordered a whole new set of media kits and tried to get it here tomorrow, I would have basically spent money I don't really have just to do something that was already here. And you think about it. How many times have we messed up our lives or went on our own accord and basically messed up our lives or made a rush decision based off of emotions? And if we would have just waited 5 more seconds or a couple minutes or a day to let those emotions pass, we wouldn't be in the predicaments that we're in. Imagine how many times that we've just done things off of pure emotions. And I remember my pastor used to say all the time, do not make decisions off of emotions. And I will tell you that even though I said that a lot, I know that I've made decisions off emotions, and I was like, oh my God. Once it was all said and done, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. That was just horrible. That was stupid. You know what I mean? But think about it. And it can be a costly mistake or costly lesson if you don't believe in mistakes or regrets. But it's a costly lesson for something that's already here. So what I'm asking you is to trust in God. Know that what He said is going to come to pass. Don't worry about it. And I'm telling you that while I'm telling myself the same thing. A lot of things we just worry so much, but it's already there. It's nothing that we can do about it. If it's not our time as of right now for that situation to come to pass, it's going to come to pass. Don't give up. And don't allow the circumstances to make you believe that it's not going to happen for you. Because we look at the whole thing. It looked as if my package was lost. Like, honestly, UPS said that they gave it to the post office. The post office said that they didn't even receive it yet. And it was in the mailman's hand. Like, you did, you know what I mean? Like, somebody dropped the ball along the way. I mean, thank God it wasn't nothing, super serious. But think about it. That's how sometimes I know we feel with God. It's like, did you forget about me? Did you forget that I still needed you? Did you forget that, the promise didn't come? Like, my package ain't here yet. I know you said it was going to happen, but did it get lost in translation or something? And that's the thing. It hasn't got lost in translation. Your package is not missing. Your promise that God has given you is not missing. It just hasn't come to your house as of yet. So don't give up. Do not try to take matters into your own hands. Wait on the Lord. It's all going to work out. I promise. I'm a living witness. I'm still waiting on stuff as we speak. But at the end of the day, I know all the times that God has made a way for me. It was even if it was like the last minute, as far as I'm concerned, as far as the last minute, everything all worked out. So I'm telling you, just wait. It's all going to work out. Don't allow your mind to stress you out to the point that you can't function, or you start thinking negative thoughts and thinking that God has forgotten about you and nothing ever goes your way or anything like that. Do not think about those things, because it's all going to work out for you. Just trust in God and believe. And just like what happened to me today, somebody might knock on your door and your promise be right there. It'll all work out for you. Just believe in yourself, believe in God, pray, and continue to try to live the best life that you can. And as always, live a worthy, worth, and a priceless life. And until next time, bye.